Imagine a place where you can unwind and relax. IKEA can help you turn your bedroom into a calm oasis. From comfy mattresses to the perfect lights, we've got everything to create your dream bedroom so you can sleep like a baby. And the best part? All at incredible prices. Head to IKEA and grab everything you need. Get ready to rest, dream, and wake up feeling refreshed. Shop today at your local store or at ikea-usa.com/sleep-es and get it delivered straight to your door with our convenient delivery services.
Anybody who tells you that they are in their healing era, red flag, because you should not be on no dates if you are in your healing era.
I think that's just a way to ghost people, but say it kindly.
Yeah.
Like, it's not you, it's me, I'm just healing. That's a red flag.
Hi, I'm Krystal Vega.
Hi, I'm Amanda Booz, and this is ElevatHers Podcast,
where we talk about the peaks and valleys of life's journey, from relationships to entrepreneurships, all the ships, and even give you a taste of the sizzling social media hot topics of the day, the current times, all through the lens of modern womanhood. And we are back today with a new episode, giving very pink on Wednesdays. We wear pink. Is Wednesdays we wear pink?
Wednesdays, and it's Wednesday,
And
Wednesday
it's
we wear pink. Shout out to
Wednesdays
Me
we wear
Girls,
pink.
a classic movie. If you have not seen it, where have you been?
If you have not seen it, you are too young for this podcast.
But if you can't guess, we are here to talk about love. It's a lover season. It's a lover week. It's almost close to Valentine's Day. So
Yeah, we're
why
like
not
3
do
days
an
out.
episode where we talk about love? I'm a lover girl. I'm a lover girl. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You are too, though. You're
I
a lover
am.
girl, but you trying to be acting all hard like you're not a lover girl.
Oh, I am. I'm a lover girl, but like you're like Southern Belle lover girl. I'm like Upper East lover girl.
So what
that
I
looks
mean?
very different.
What I mean?
We are very like tough, aggressive, but like when we with our person, we're with our person, and you just have like Southern Belle vibes like all around. You know, does that make sense?
So it's basically like we show love, but in closed doors.
Behind closed doors, right? Exactly.
Yes, we're both lover girls in our own rights. And
Are you excited for Valentine's Day?
I am. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
You're a V-Day girl.
I'm a V-Day girl, but honestly, I feel like Valentine's Day can be celebrated. I know it's cliche to say, but Valentine's Day can be every single day. But I do love Valentine's Day. I love love, and I think that everyone deserves to feel it for sure. So I'm excited about it. What about you?
I am not a V-Day girl.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to sound very pick-me, but like I literally don't care for Valentine's Day. Maybe when I was like younger in high school, I really was like, if you don't get me something for Valentine's Day, it's over. But now I'm like, ciao. I don't care.
I think that's where my love for Valentine's Day started, was in high school. Because you know how you would send yourself, you would get those love grams sent to your class where people would send you like someone singing with like those little candy conversation hearts, and you just felt like, oh my God, I'm like so in love. And we would take like these very corny Valentine's Day vintage looking pictures. They have like this picture place down here in South Florida, and it's like, I think it was called like Cutie Pictures or QC Pictures or QT Pictures. I don't remember the name, but anyways, you would go and take a picture with your partner, and it just made your day back in those days. But yeah, I love the day Valentine's Day. I don't want to make it like it doesn't have to be, I feel like, a thing, but I feel like in this society, like it's a thing. Like it
is a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very what's the word I'm looking for? I am blanking. Right? It's a really capitalism thing, but I don't know. I'm just like, I appreciate things all year round, and Valentine's Day to me is just like a day to go to restaurants and like wait for your table. It's just like it's just too much.
It's
like
too much.
Catch me midweek. You know?
Yeah.
Let's do some random and nice
midweek,
a different time. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: do you feel like Valentine's Day is for women or is for men?
Women. It's definitely for women. I mean, it can be for men depending on your man, but no, I think it's definitely like a more feminine holiday, and and it's so crazy because it's like, why is it that we wait for one day out of the year to show that feminine energy in your life that they're important to you? You should be doing that 365.
Facts. Facts.
But it's definitely a feminine holiday.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Valentine's Day is for women, but I also think that if you have a man show your man some love. Like I love an excuse to like give a gift for my man for a holiday. Like last year Valentine's Day, I did like this thing, which is a really good gift idea if you want to do it. One of my friends gave me the idea, but I shopped for him in his, I think it was like love languages or your senses. So I got him something like, as it relates to time, like, you know, physical touch, like, you know, like you touch all the senses or all the 5 love languages. I think those are like good gifts ideas.
That's cute. Oh, wow. I need to put some thought into myself. Yeah. I think it's so funny. I was asking Will, I was like, should we celebrate Valentine's Day this year? And
what did he say?
Yeah, sure. I'm like, okay. But like, we don't really do it. When we first started dating, oh my God. Maybe this is why I don't care for Valentine's Day, because I feel like there's nothing
that could top.
He can do that can top that.
Aww.
And not to say, like, that's not to, like,
well, he did,
not in a negative way, but it's just, like,
he
he went so crazy one year. I was like, oh, my God. My man. Okay, so one year, I always said this. I was like, I don't care for Valentine's Day. Don't do anything for me. Not a big deal, but I'll take a gift. And he surprised me with a violinist. And this was before people was really looking into violinists and stuff like that. Not to be like that, but like he really was ahead of the game. But anyways, I came downstairs looking a hot mess, and in the living room, like second living room area, the violinist was there set up with his speaker, and there was like a huge like bouquet of flowers and of course a little gift. And the cherry on top was that the violinist was playing like Beyonce, Ashanti. I was like, oh no, like you really did your research. And like, you know, I like music. Like,
and if you know Krystal, you know she loves R&B music.
Yes,
too, so that's
I'm like perfect. A 90s R&B or something. He's playing the tunes, and I had to laugh to stop myself from crying. Like I
would have cried. You wanted to cry?
I wanted to cry, but I was like, I think this was like this was our first or second Valentine's Day, and I was like, hold it down, don't cry. But I was like, oh my God, like this was so
that is
thoughtful.
So sweet.
And I think it was like in 2019 or 2020, 2021, something like that.
Oh, my friend did good. I would have been crying, but I mean, I would have been like, oh my God, I would have been crying.
The best Valentine's Day experience ever. I was so surprised because I thought he was probably just gonna get me a gift and like leave it at that. But I was like, wow, you did your big one.
Yeah,
you did your big one.
I love that. So, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's a really that's above and beyond. Listen, y'all men take notes.
Listen, I still post a video to this day, and I'm like, the best B-Day gift ever. Like that gift to me is going to last like years.
A lifetime. That's sweet.
A lifetime.
That is so sweet. Yeah. I love that.
Ooh. See, I'm sensitive.
You are. You should have cried a little bit, but it's good. It's good.
So how about you? What's your favorite? No. We're not going to skip over this. What's your favorite Valentine's Day experience?
Honestly, I feel like I have so many amazing. What I was gonna say before she interrupted me was I have so many great, amazing moments with my man. Shout out to my man. But I feel like Valentine's Day last year was really special because he was working. So he was in New York, and he's like, babe, I'm working. So, you know, you can come. I'm going to be busy, but just come. I would love for us to spend the time together, which was like, oh my God, he's working, but he wants to spend time with me. Cool. So I went to New York, and it was so funny because he had a meeting in the city. So he was like, I got a meeting in the city, but just come really quick or whatever, and like we'll end up linking up after the meeting. So we're rushing to get to this place where he's having the meeting at 12 o'clock. And I walk to the place, and I'm like, where are we? We ended up at the spa. And he's like, I do have a meeting, but I wanted to bring you to the spa, enjoy like several hours at the spa, and then afterwards we linked up, had lunch, had dinner, like we exchanged gifts. It was just so beautiful, so sweet. Yeah. Because I feel like he took the time. My whole thing is like, my love language is like quality time. So it's like, that was like you taking out the time in your busy schedule to like, you know, make time for us, which was really special.
And make sure that you wasn't sitting in that hotel room bored. Like he was like, here's something for you to do while I'm busy.
And
then
I love
I'll be
a spa.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
so that was
super
sweet.
cute. You didn't tell me that.
I know. Well,
you didn't tell me that.
But no, that was really fun. That was like one of my favorite experiences.
So because of Valentine's Day,
yes,
we took to our lovely community on social media to ask y'all thoughts on a couple of hot topics.
Yes.
And we did get some feedback that's actually pretty hilarious, and I think let's ask the question. Let's propose the question.
Okay.
And then we can look at the responses that we got on social media.
Let's do it. Let's
Okay,
do
cool.
it.
So one thing that we asked you guys. So, and by the way, we're gonna keep doing this. So continue to engage. Follow us on social media if you have not already. But we want to bring y'all a part of this conversation in real time with us. So make sure y'all stay locked in. But anyways, okay. So we said, as a woman, what would make you not pursue a man after the first date? So you go, I go, and then we'll talk about what they said on social media.
As a woman, what would make me not pursue a man on the first date has to be that...
Or after the first date, I mean.
After the first date?
Yeah, after, as a woman, what would make you not pursue a man after the first date?
Like something that he did on the date that made me not want to pursue him? I would have to say it would be someone that, because actually this happened to me before, that goes on a date, first of all, unprepared. Like, I have to come up with the plan, like, where we going, which I have no problem with, but I'm like, at the first, like, you're setting the tone. So the first time you're meeting somebody, you should be like, hey, we're going here at 7, at 8, I'm picking you up, I'm sending you an Uber, be prepared. When that's not in place, it almost makes me feel like, as a man, like, you're just not prepared for the date, or you're not enthused enough for this plan with us, right? So not having the date prepared, asking me all the questions as to what we do, when we do, how we do, and then being on the date and constantly talking about like an ex or constantly talking about a past situation. I went on a date for the first time with a friend's friend, and he was talking about like a past situation with another woman, and it just made me think, like, this is me first meeting you.
Yeah.
Like, why are you comfortable enough to tell me this experience? And then as a woman, I'm like, from the other side, I'm like, I would hate to be her and know that you're sharing my business with someone else.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the first time, absolutely not.
I agree. Pillow talking on the first date is a big red flag.
Absolutely.
Yeah, huge red flag.
What about you?
On social, well,
you got to answer yours.
I am going to answer it, but it's the same thing a lot of girls responded on social, is that if he doesn't pay. Like, I know that this is like a huge topic, but it is what it is. Like, because the reality is, when you're on a first date with somebody, they're courting you. They're giving you the best of the best. They're pulling out the stops. So if your stops are more like slows and not stops, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, and the reality is, it's like, dating to me, it's like you should be dating with intention. Like, are you dating for fun? Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, right? Like, you should be dating, like, because you see a future with this person, or you're hoping, you know, that's the goal for both parties, right? So if you can't, no offense, but like, if you're not in a financial place right now to take care of me and, you know, our life together,
we can't date. Yeah.
And I'm talking about in our 30s. Like, I'm not talking about kids. But even kids, like, if and when I have a son, my son is not going on no dates with no girl without paying for it.
Yeah.
We're not going to kill chivalry. That's not what we do.
Chivalry is alive. No, I agree. I think that it says a lot by that, and I think I've seen a lot of women actually these days now saying too, on a first date, a man should come with a gift. So ladies, how do we feel about that? Do we feel like on the first date of you meeting somebody, come with a gift? And a gift could be flowers, but basically the gist of the conversation was men should show up to first dates not empty-handed. Do you agree? Or
I was just about to ask, do you go to baby showers empty-handed? No.
Do you go to people's housewarming empty-handed?
No.
So why are you coming to meet me and you don't have nothing in the hands?
Hello. No.
No, it's really true.
Valid points.
It's literally true. And then I also think that another thing is, the first date that you go on with somebody, or just dates in general, they should have like a lasting effect. Like, you ever just been on a first date and you're like, oh my God, that was just amazing. Like, you're thinking about it throughout your day and the days to come.
Girl, literally my first date with Will, I was like, he didn't come with no gift. It wasn't even a date. But, well, we did go on a first date, and he didn't come with a big gift, actually, now that I think about that. But the first time we, like, hung out, it created such a lasting impression. I was like, wow, that was nice. That was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. But, and I feel like we shy away from, like, the financial conversation when it comes to, like, dating and stuff because of social media. But the reality, guys are just so worried about gold diggers, like, with gold that they don't really have to dig. Like, let's stop.
Well,
don't worry about a gold digger if you ain't got no gold to dig.
It's
please.
You have to have some type of finances to date these days. Like, you can't. And also,
and if you don't, you really should not be dating.
And I actually disagree.
No, I think you have to be focused on other things in your life. Life is very expensive.
So do you feel like people should not try to seek love because they're not in a financial place? I only disagree from that perspective because I feel like this is what it is. Be upfront, right? I think if you are not in a financial place and you pursue a woman that you feel like is a once in a lifetime, like you're not going to see this woman again, be upfront about, hey, I am figuring things out. And of course, I would love to give you this in the world, but what I have is X, Y, and Z. Let's go to the movies. Let's do this. But maybe she might be willing to compromise because she sees you building something. But I don't think you should X love out if you can't afford it.
I disagree. I think that there's layers to this topic.
We might need to do an episode on this by itself. Dating in 2025.
Right. I think again, there's layers, but my general opinion is that no, like you should really just be focusing on yourself and getting yourself together, and that looks different. I'm not saying you have to be rich, but like if you ain't got a job, you ain't got no health care, there's things you gotta focus on.
That's
you get
valid.
what I'm saying? I'm talking about simple things.
That's valid.
You get what I'm saying? You should not be focused on dating. You should be focused on getting yourself together, because when you date somebody who does not have the simple things in life, and that job could look very different for everybody, but
they're typically unhappy too.
They are very unhappy.
I've been in situations like that before too. You know, great guy, but at the time it's just like couldn't have fun because he was trying to figure some stuff out. You know what I mean? And also women, we also trying to figure some stuff out too. But it was like being said verbally, like, we can't go on dates or we can't do. And I'm like, how are we supposed to get to know each other? How are we supposed to, build a connection?
Sit in your house, on your couch? Absolutely not. Have some respect for me. But that being said, the next question was, as a man, what would make you not pursue a woman after the first date? And
we got some answers.
We did get some answers. Ooh. And the general consensus is that because she lives in a fantasy world. Apparently, women are living in fantasy worlds. I feel like we might be one of those women.
Wait, what?
So apparently that's the thing. Women live in fantasy worlds. I guess maybe this is the opinion of men who feel like women are very I guess they feel like women consume so many things on social media that they see, and we have those expectations in real life, forgetting that a lot of things on social media are not actual real life things, or at least for some people, it really just depends. I feel like, again, this is a very layered perspective, but generally a lot of men feel like women have unrealistic expectations, which I personally feel like is false. That's why I'm like, I might be one of those women that live in a fantasy world.
I agree.
But if I want it, I already got it.
And I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it.
And I'm gonna get it.
Because I'm always gonna make sure I got it.
Period.
If you've listened to the ElevatHers podcast for a while, you know how important acceptance is when it comes to personal growth. And you know who else is big on acceptance? Discover.
You see, Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. That's a whole lot of places and a whole lot of acceptance, which is great for Discover, but even better for you. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard. What's your biggest dating ick is a good one. That's another one we asked. So one of them was not opening the door, pulling out the chair. I seen that one.
Yes.
I was on there.
So that was one of them. Paying, definitely another, who's splitting the bill or whatever. But I haven't gone on a date in such a long time. I'm like, what is a dating ick? I'm just trying to think what would be a dating ick for me.
You mean like a date, like a first date or a date?
First date. Yeah, I'm talking about first dates.
Yeah.
First dates, newly, getting to know anybody, but dang, I don't know. You go. Let me think.
I mean, mine would for sure be not opening the door. Definitely also not all doors. I don't want to touch a door if I don't have to. And the paying thing, we talked about the paying thing, but it's so funny. I want to tell a story. One of my friends went on a date for the first time with a guy, and he paid with a Groupon. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to know. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad with you paying with a Groupon.
I just don't want to know. I just don't want to know.
I'm not mad at that. Stand in your power, because that person sitting across from you. Here's my thing. You know why I'm not mad at that? Because at least you give the person across the table, the opportunity to say like, this is for me or this is not for me, versus fronting like you got it.
Right.
Like don't be like fake about your situation. Like
Right.
be very transparent about it. And if your situation is, I'm finna pay with a Groupon, then let that person that you're going on a date with decide if that's, you know.
Yeah.
It's funny that you talk about crazy like dating stories, because we asked our viewers on social media like what's the craziest experience they have had, and one person said that a woman had to bring her kid on the date because she couldn't afford a babysitter.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, that's crazy that you think that that's a crazy experience.
It's not. And it also would be next.
Right.
Like, if you can't understand that I still came to this date even though I didn't have a babysitter, like, and if you can't see yourself with me and my child later down the line, then
That's how I feel. I feel like
what
what you were trying to establish there by saying it was a weird date really says more about you.
yeah.
Than the
And shout out
woman.
to her, because guess what? We cut it close in the beginning, and it's done.
Right,
Like,
you dodged a bullet, sis.
You dodged
Good
a bullet.
for you.
Yeah. I would have embraced it more. I would have loved to hear that he embraced the child and he had a great time on the date with this woman.
Yes, because what does that say about you? That's so odd. Like, you think her kid is just going to go away
Yeah.
as you guys continue to skate?
Next.
Date? Weird.
Horror
Very
for her, not
Horror
for you.
for her. Horror for her.
I got another one.
Oh, my God. Go.
A big dating ick that I feel, especially with this society and where we're at right now, is someone that's on their phone the entire time.
Oh, that's so rude.
I cannot stand that. I cannot, because I go out on dates with my man and I see people doing that. And a lot of the time, let me be honest, ladies, it's y'all. It's ladies. It's the ladies. And maybe they're just not interested in the date, but I feel like being on your phone during a date, even if you're not interested in the person, I just feel like out of respect, like someone's paying for this meal and you taking the time to
or just time.
spending the time to be with you on this date. Let it be one and done, cool. But I think out of respect, like, you could be off the phone.
Yeah, I think kind of what you said earlier, a dating ick for me would be like trauma dumping. Like somebody just seeing red flags on the first date, like super icky. Super icky. I'm not into it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's shift gears a little bit because it's Valentine's Day and we love love. Let's talk about our top 5 Valentine's Day song playlists.
Oh man, I could read your mind, babe.
Hey,
That's definitely one of mine.
Okay, so
Avant, yep. Dangerously in Love by Beyonce.
Okay.
That's a good one. Go ahead, you go.
Okay, so that's 2.
That's 2, yeah. I was gonna say another Beyonce song, Halo, is a really good song.
Okay.
Love that. And oh my God, I need a second for my other 2. You go.
For me, I would have to say, y'all know anything Sade, pretty much. No Ordinary Love, Is It a Crime? Cherish the Day. Sade, please come sing at my wedding. I would love you. Sade for sure. I would have to say definitely Dangerously in Love is for sure on there.
Such a good
like
one.
I love I love Beyonce. Love Destiny's Child. I would also say Usher is definitely on the playlist. Usher got to be on the playlist.
I would say anything 112 is on the playlist.
Anything 112 is on the playlist. Anything Usher's on the playlist. Ooh, Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh, he's taking it back.
Like, there's just so many, like, classics.
Also, any 90s R&B.
For me. Yeah. Look, Jinx. Like, anything 90s R&B, I'm into it. Tamia. I'm so into
Oh my God, yes. Duh.
Yes.
Duh.
Tamia's on there.
We grew up on that.
Yeah, there's so many. Like, I just love R&B music. I love, just love songs. So that would be on there.
Okay, so really quick, because I know we're wrapping up here.
Yes.
What do you think is worse, and what do you guys think is worse? Physical or emotionally cheating on somebody?
Both of them. But if I had to choose, emotional. I hate all of it. I hate every single part of it. I don't want any of it. I don't want none
You're
of
not
it.
picking the lesser of the evils.
They're both evil and they're both disgusting and I hate
Yeah.
all of them. But if I had to choose one, I would have to say emotional. I feel like when someone has you emotionally, or when you're with someone and they're just wrapped into someone emotionally, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think
It's a little hard. What would you say?
physical, you know what? It's all bad. And I think emotional is worse, but I think what will keep me up at night even more is physical, because I will start thinking about how much you had to lie to get it done. I'm thinking about the details. You told me you was here when you was there. You told me this when you did that. Like, I'm thinking about every single little detail of
And
lying.
we don't like a liar. One thing I can't
and that to me
stand
is
a
like,
liar. Because if you can't just say it with your chest, and if this is what it
You
is,
don't do it, stand
whether
on
I
it.
like it or not, that's my choice. Give me the choice to decide, but like, don't choose for me and like try to
Yep.
fabricate something when it's not. Because then
Yep.
it's just like, what else are you lying about? Why you gotta lie? Well, first of all, if you are above 30 years old lying, why? Like, you don't need.
you're
really
not that
above
man.
20. Really
you're not,
above
you're
20.
Not, you're not him or you're not her.
Yeah,
if you gotta
like
lie.
if you gotta lie about anything,
Yeah.
like it says a lot about your character.
I agree.
And a liar could be a stealer, if you ask me. There's nothing you won't do.
Accurate. Okay, so as we go into Valentine's Day weekend,
Yes.
you know, some of you guys are going on first dates. Some of you guys are going on like repeat dates with your lover. But for those of you who are going on first dates and like really feeling out this person that you are, you know, dating, I think it's important to identify when that person is just not that into you.
I agree.
Period. And I think you should look out for flags, like if this person is saying things during the first date about like maybe not being ready to date anything serious, or like I feel
Not
like if
looking
this
for
person
anything
is
serious.
dropping hints of not looking for anything serious,
Run.
they're probably just not that into you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Run.
And I think we need to do better in general about like being straight up about like, yeah, this date wasn't it for me. Like, you're not gonna hear back. Like, let's stop ghosting people. Let's stop giving people the runaround.
And if you're dating, let's also date.
Yeah,
More
date
than
with
one
intention.
person.
Yeah,
And date with intention. Yeah, because I think a lot of times
more than
women.
one person.
I feel like if you're not in a relationship and you're dating, you should go on dates.
And I think if you're gonna do that, be honest about that.
Yeah.
Be transparent during
Yeah.
one date.
Yeah, I'm
And
dating.
say like you're dating around.
Yeah, I'm dating.
That doesn't mean you're sleeping around.
No, it
but
doesn't.
You're dating around.
That means by no means. I just think that a lot of times as women, we hold on to just one thing, thinking that it's the golden ticket, and it's not always. You might need to just date and see what's out there and experience, you know, different people and different experiences and see what it is. Because one may be for you, one may not be for you, but.
So what's a way that somebody, in your opinion, can identify if that person is into them or not that into them?
If a person is into you, they're going to sacrifice time. They're going to give you the energy that will show you that they're into you. They're going to be a great communicator. They're going to be who they say who they are, a man of their word, a woman of their word. They're going to tell their friends who you are, their family who you are. You're not going to be hidden from that person or hidden from things that matter to them the most. That person's going to make sure that, I think I said it, they make time and show effort. But yeah, those are some of the things that I would say that someone will show you if they are into you. If someone's not into you, it would be none of those things I just said.
Right.
And none of those things, every one of those things would be out.
But
And
what's
also
something that they would probably say to you
and also
that's a hint like they're not that into you, in your opinion?
something that would say,
Yeah.
like, oh, like, give me an example.
Like, they would be like, yeah, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. To me, if somebody says that, they're not that into you.
I agree. And if they're trying to separate you from things that matter to them, whether it be like things that it's a open function that their friends are at, if they're like, I'm just gonna go enjoy this with my friends and I want to do this on my own, it's like, well, what are you hiding? You know what I mean? So I think those
Weird
types
vibes.
of things, and also somebody that's not calling you different times of the day, morning, noon, and night. That's a red flag.
Red flag for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody who tells you that they are in their healing era, red flag, because you should not be on no dates if you are in your healing era.
I think that's just a way to ghost people, but say it kindly.
Yeah.
Like, it's not you, it's me. I'm just healing.
Right.
But yeah, that's just not into you. But you know what we're going to do in 2025? We're going to be on dates and enjoying life with people who are into us, that are giving us everything that points in the green flag direction, that shows us that they absolutely are happy to be here.
Right. That being said, have a great Valentine's Day weekend, y'all.
Yes, we love you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy your love day. And even if you're by yourself, take yourself out on a date, go to the spa, have fun, go out, meet people, enjoy life, have Galentine's Day, have Guytine's Day, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
But
hang out with your friends or do your own thing. It's only 24 hours.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe.